starting a YouTube channel, and we thought of an idea that we think will be a lot of fun. It's going to be a guessing game. So everyone loves games. We're calling it
Fact
Fact
or
or
Fiction
Fiction
Friday.
Fridays. So
So,
what's Fact or Fiction Fridays?
well, first, I'm Brandon,
I'm Shanae.
and Fact or Fiction Friday is basically we tell a story, you figure out if it's real or fake, and at the end, you determine if it's real, who we're talking about. We're going to give some clues, give some hints at the end of it, and we'll see where this takes us.
So we think it'll be really fun. We hope you guys enjoy it. Just gonna be some short stories. We're gonna tell you about, the main character and what they did and how their life started and go through to the interesting points and just kind of just tell you a story. And like you said, it's up to you if you wanna comment. We hope that you do if you believe that is true or false, fact or fiction. So
Here we go. This is the true or false story of a boxing or concert promoter. He was born somewhere in the early 1930s, so you know he's old. Little is known about his early life, so we would just jump right into it. He started boxing in high school. He did attend a year in college, but he decided that illegal activity would be more lucrative. He preferred illegal gambling houses, which would be more important story later.
all right, so let's talk about his promoting career. As we mentioned, he promoted for boxing and for concerts all over the world. He traveled the world and did these events. Rumor has it that his fights inspired a really big movie franchise that won an Oscar. He promoted for a dozen boxers, and soon all of them realized that he was a con man. As we said, he preferred, illegal activity. They all learned he was a con man, and he ended up being sued by many of them over money. He would settle with them, and it would cost him millions of dollars. When he settled. He also promoted a very famous family, a big concert that they did that was 55 shows. The series made millions and millions of dollars and was attended by millions of people. This was back in the 80s. So, and it spanned two countries, this concert series.
All right, now let's talk about what transpired before he began his successful career. This is the good part. So, let's talk about how he murdered not one but two people, two men, in two separate incidents. The first murder took place somewhere in the 1950s. Remember, we told you about his illegal gambling houses. Well, someone tried to burglarize, basically steal money from him. Our promoter caught him red-handed, shot and killed him. He tried to say it was self-defense. The courts deemed it was self-defense, and basically he got off with justifiable homicide.
All right, so that's the first murder. Now let's talk about the second one. This took place about 1960, late 1960s. For this case, he also wanted to go with the self-defense, but this time he wasn't so lucky given the details of everything that went down. They were saying that he stomped and possibly pistol whipped an employee of his to death. He said that the man owed him money. It was a sum of money that was less than $1,000. The guy agreed that he owed him money, but he didn't agree that he owed him as much as what our promoter was saying. So they took it outside and they began fighting literally in the street. Our guy won the fight. The employee ended up in the hospital and he died a few days after this incident. So it went to trial. And the witnesses say that they saw him hit the employee in the head with the revolver. And there were some police detectives that testified at trial, and they said that they saw him kick him in the head as well. Our guy, he was like, nah, I didn't do any of that. He said that he only hit him, and he knew that he only hit him with his left hand. And remember, he was a former boxer. So he's like, I only hit him with my left hand. I didn't kill anybody. And the reason why he knew that he only hit him with his left hand is because, yeah, he did have a gun, actually. He did admit he had a gun that was in his right hand. So that was his reasoning why he only hit him with
Really?
his left hand.
Hmm.
And so this ended up getting him, convicted of second-degree murder. That charge was later reduced to voluntary manslaughter, which is a lighter sentence, and he served almost 4 years. Was just shy of 4 years in prison. And then later on in his life, when he started his career, he ended up being pardoned of that crime.
All right, so that's the end of our story. Now it's time for you to comment if you believe the story to be fact or fiction. Go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you believe before we go ahead and reveal it. All right, this is in fact a factual story.
It's true.
This story is a story of famous boxing promoter Don King. He started promoting fights not long after he got out of prison. Only in America, right? Yes, he was very interesting, and we hope you enjoyed our story. Today, Don King lives in Florida. He is laying low as he should, and is almost 90 years old. He was married for 50 years, and after his wife passed back in 2010, became a homebody. He is a father of 3 and a grandfather of 5. He has a net worth of $150 million, although a lot of boxers believe it's some of their money. Probably most of it. He hasn't promoted fights in many years, but he did say that he's willing to promote a big fight, only if it's big.
Yeah, he's pretty much says that these days, boxers are not how they used to be. He says at times they've changed so much, and they're not as go getters and not as tough as they used to be. So he's not really promoting anything. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll be here on Fridays for Fact or Fiction Fridays. Like I said, we think this series is going to be really fun. We're going to get used to doing this and get better, have more fun with it. Like this is just the first video. We are going to post other videos. We both have lots of useless and useful information. So we'll be posting different videos on different days of the week. We also will post a video, introducing ourselves a little bit more so you guys can get to know us, and hopefully you will subscribe to our channel. All right, so thank you. Please like the video. We're open to comments and about the story, what you thought of it. We would love to read it, and we'll respond as best as we can. So thank you.
Thank you.